So it's the 17th of June, 2021, and so that morning I got up. We were in Custer State Park. It was our second full day in Custer State Park. I got up and took a few pictures of the campground and what it looked like from the inside and what it looked from the outside, and then Dee and I got ready for fulfilling a bucket list item that both her and I had talked about for months, was to hike around the base of the Devil's Tower National Monument in Wyoming. So it was about an hour and a half drive from where we were at. So we got in the car, or got in the truck, and off we went. We did take a small detour at Jewel Cave, which was on the way. Unfortunately, the timing was bad for trying to get a tour through the cave. So we got our National Park book stamped, and off we went on to Devil's Tower. So enjoy. Well, that's cool. The garbage cans are solar. The stamper. Definitely different than what we saw yesterday. This must have been burned out at one time.
Sir?
Come on in.
No worries.
So I got to preface this next little bit of footage. This was about, I don't know, a third of the way around the base, and Dee and I came up upon this what it looked like a tube, or actually it was two tubes, pointed up at an angle towards, you know, the top of the summit or the top of the tower. And reading a sign, it said, hey, you can see a ladder. If you look through this tube, you can see a ladder that was used, blah, blah, blah. And so we were intrigued, and I started looking at, we both started looking through our phones and trying to scan the area up on the rocks to see where this ladder was. And of course, in our mind, we're looking for a common ladder, you know, albeit a wooden one, but a common ladder. So we looked, and you'll see that through the footage that I'm going and taking this video, and I'll bet we stood there for 15 minutes trying to see this ladder. And I took out the long lens on the camera, the DSLR. I took out, I have a Sony AX53, which has just a massive amount of zoom on 4K, and I started scanning with that and still could not find this ladder. So Dee and I are both looking at this thing, and we're going, we give up. In fact, you'll hear that in the commentary as we walk along. So the story is that there was two ranchers, and I got to look down here at my notes and get the names here. So back in early 1893, it was Bill Rogers and Willard Riley. They were ranchers, and at that point in time, ranching was taking a downturn. It wasn't very profitable at the time. So what they did was devise a plan to, hey, you know what? Imagine if we can make some money if we were to be the first ones to ascend Devil's Tower. Never been done before. So they tried several different things, and one of the things they tried was to take a kite and put a rope on it and try to get that rope up to the top and get it caught so that they could climb the rope up to the top. So unfortunately, it got caught a little earlier, but in doing so, they noticed that it got caught in this one crack that seemed to go almost all the way to the top. So with that in mind, they thought a little longer, and then they decided they come up with the idea to build a ladder. So they would basically take chunks of wood, hammer them into this crack, and then join each of those chunks of wood on the outside. So it would be like half a ladder stuck into this crack. So basically this was, or it wasn't basically, it was actually done on July 3rd. They had advertised quite a bit around the countryside, and they had what they guesstimate to be about 1,000 people that had come from as far as Rapid City, which by car is nothing these days. But back in 1893, it was several days worth of riding or wagon rides. So they all camped out down by the Belforce River. And on July 3rd, pretty much everything was ready. And then on July 4th, Bill Rogers donned this Uncle Sam's outfit and grabbed a flag, or was given a flag, and proceeded to climb up the ladder that they'd created. Now, if you look in the video, you'll see that the ladder stops, I don't know, probably about 4/5 of the way up. I'm just guessing. But at that point, there's kind of a little ledge, and then as the story goes, the rock was much easier to climb, or there was an obvious path to get up to the top once he reached that plateau via the ladder. So anyway, I just thought I'd preface this with a little, why am I taking shots of this, a lot of shots of this particular wall or face of the Devil's Tower? And that's why, because in 1893, on July, that's when they climbed the first time up to the top of that tower. So there you go. Now you know the rest of the story. You told Siri this was a turnoff?
No, I told her to turn it off. I'm sorry. I am too, Siri. Can't remember how you turn the thing